Hi guys, welcome back to Sigma Beauty's YouTube channel. I am Jaden and this is my lovely co-host today, Jasmine. And I am a makeup specialist here at Sigma and I'm going to be doing Jasmine's makeup today.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We thought we'd do a little like chit chat, get ready with me style, doing a purple themed makeup look for Jasmine. We have a purple background, the purple jacket. Jasmine has some cute purple jewelry. And now we're gonna do some purple makeup. So, if you guys wanna see this purple inspired look, then let's get into today's video. Okay, beauties, I'm gonna be standing up while we do Jasmine's makeup, but we're first gonna start and go in with some foundation. So, grab whatever foundation you like, and we're gonna be using the F80 Air Flat Kabuki brush. This is so great for doing any type of foundation. It'll really give you the most flawless finish. A few strokes, and you'll already see just like such a difference. And this is great for applying any type of foundation, whether you want it to be like full coverage, or if you want it to be a little bit of a lighter, more natural coverage, this brush will truly do it all. Jasmine, is this your favorite foundation brush?
This is. I do love the F80, but this one, whenever I want like a fresh look, like an airbrush finish.
Yeah. We do have the F80 Flat Kabuki brush. This one's the Air, like I said. The biggest difference is the Air is gonna give you a little bit more of a natural finish, and the F80 gives you a little bit more of that full coverage. You can achieve a full coverage look with the F80 Air just by doing a couple of coats of your normal foundation. So both are just so amazing. All right, now that we have foundation done, guys, we're gonna go in with some concealer. I'm going to be using this E60 large shader brush from the Shayla Mitchell X Sigma brush set. These are so cute, and they're on major sale right now if you wanna shop them. But I'm gonna use this to apply her concealer. I'm just gonna do a little bit under the eyes. Down the center of the nose, the forehead, above the lip a little, and a dab on the chin. This brush is super great for blending in concealer. I used to be a ride or die, like beauty blender style for concealer, and then I started using brushes from Sigma, and it kind of changed the game on how I viewed using brushes to do my concealer. Jasmine, do you have a preference on brush or R3 HD blender for doing your concealer?
I do prefer a brush, to be honest with you. I'm a diehard for the F64. I use it every day.
It is a good one. All right, so next up, we're gonna set that concealer and foundation that we just used. We're going to be using the Soft Focus Setting Powder. This is shade Vanilla Bean. It is so good.
So good.
And we're gonna go in with the Soft Blend brush from the Bloom and Glow palette. This is so beautiful. I love the ferrule on this, that like rosy gold color, so pretty.
So pretty.
And we're just gonna go in and set the under eyes especially. Jasmine, do you have dry skin?
You know, I don't have very dry skin, but my under eyes can be very dry, especially when I apply, you know, concealer.
Yeah, okay, so definitely want to set the under eye then. If you do have more oily areas, like your T-zone, we can set those too. I like to go around the nose a little bit just to make sure that doesn't separate. A little bit on that forehead concealer spot that we just did, and then a dabble on the chin. Just where you naturally crease throughout the day, I like to add just a little bit of product. All right, so now we're gonna go into bronzing and doing some blush on Jasmine here. And we're gonna go in with the Alice in Wonderland brush set because they're purple and we're doing a purple themed look today. Like, they're so cute.
So cute, I love the color.
Right? It's so fun. The Alice in Wonderland collection is literally one of my favorites. We're gonna use the F53 Air. This is the contour and blush brush. You can literally use it for so many different things.
I literally love this brush. I have two.
We're obsessed with them here at Sigma. We're going to be using the Sculpt palette as well. This is another tried and true palette here at Sigma. It is so good. It has lots of, different shades to choose from. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna add a little warmth to the face with this palette. We're gonna be using the center shade right here, which is Throw Shade. Like the best name for a shade. Gonna tap it in, tap off the excess a little, and the first thing we're gonna do is start doing the cheekbones and brushing that up towards the hairline. What I really like about this palette is the product is so pigmented. Like, you don't need to use a lot of product, and it blends out so well, which is just amazing. Like, look at that difference already. Yay! Now we're gonna add some warmth to the cheeks using our cream blush in shade Nearly Wild. This is Jasmine's favorite, so of course we have to use it. And we're gonna go in with my personal favorite brush. This is the F47. I know, it's like a holy grail for me.
Holy grail. You can use it on anything, literally anything.
Literally anything. And we're gonna just tap her on there. I'm gonna use a beauty blender to blend the rest out because otherwise it's gonna be too much. And now we're gonna dab it in. So good.
What's your favorite shade of cream blush?
Okay, like low key, I love our cream blushes. I have like every shade in this, which my favorite shade of our cream blushes is probably either Corda Rosa or Pashmina. Okay. I feel like they're both like really good. But I have been digging using our lip creams.
Okay.
As like a liquid blush.
They are very pigmented as well.
Right, it is so pretty. And I've just been really digging that. So I've been using shade Dapper.
Dapper, okay.
Yep, and then I have been just wearing that on the cheeks.
Nice.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a powder blush just to set that shade. So we're actually gonna clean off this F53 Air with my Sigma switch here. This baby, if you don't have one of these in your makeup kit, you need it. You need it.
You need it. Especially if you don't have a lot of brushes. That way you can just rotate each brush, even if it's a darker shade.
Yes, it just rips all that product out of there without harming your brush and you're good to go. We're gonna go in with this blush palette today. It is from the Alice in Wonderland collection. It is my absolute favorite, and my favorite thing to do is actually to dip into both shades so you get kind of like a nice little glowy shimmer.
Okay.
So a little bit, yeah, a little bit into each, tap off that excess, and then just start working that into the hairline. I like to keep this closer to the outer parts of the hairline and leave the apples of the cheek just with what we put on with that cream blush. And we're using the Fill and Blend brow pencil. If you want precise hairs, this baby is so good. My favorite combination is to use the Fill and Blend brow pencil and then go in with the Tint and Tame brow gel to set them in place. It's like the perfect duo. And this is what else we do. So, it doesn't look like a tin. We're gonna go in with that Tint and Tame brow gel now. This is in the shade Clear. Just because we already used some color in that other product, I like to set it with the Clear, just so we're not making them too much darker than her natural. This does come in a few different shades though, so if you wanted to just use this, you definitely could. First, before we do the eyeshadow, we're gonna go in with our eyeshadow base primer. This is in shade Persuade. I love this shade. It's a really good just base to start with. And our eyeshadow base primer, oh, this sets your eyes.
So creamy.
Literally, and like your eyeshadow ain't gonna move all day. It's so nice. It makes my eyeshadow stay so much longer, and I have like very hooded eyes.
Same.
So we're gonna go in with the eye and nose contour brush from the Christian Dominique set, and we're just gonna blend that in quick. But I have like really hooded eyes, so I crease a lot for my eyeshadow, which is so frustrating when you spend so much time on a beautiful look, and then it creases, and the eyeshadow base primer like changed the game for that. So for eyeshadow, we have a couple of different palettes I think we're gonna dive into today. Thank you. So we're doing purple themed, of course, so we have to pick out our purple shades. We're gonna start out with the On Nook palette. It has these like beautiful purple shades right here in the corner that I think we're gonna dive into first. And then the palette that Jasmine was holding up is our Enchanted palette. Also beautiful, it's so cute. And it does have some kind of like really pretty iridescent-y purples in there, so I think we might top the look off with a couple of these. So let's just dive into doing some makeup. So from the Alice in Wonderland brush set, we're going to be going in with the dual-ended brush. This actually comes in the eyeshadow palette, so this is the E38 diffused crease brush. So we're gonna start out with this fluffy end of the brush, and we're going into that On Nook palette, and we're gonna go in with this corner shade right here, and that is shade Novos. If you guys aren't familiar with On Nook, she is a very big beauty influencer, kind of in the, she's in the Netherlands. Okay guys, so we have both eyes with that first shade done, which is great. And now we're going into the palette and we're going to use this shade right here, which is kind of like a bluey purple color, and it is shade 1992. And we're going back into the Alice in Wonderland brush set with the E27 detailed blending brush. This is such a good brush.
It's such a good brush.
And we're really gonna focus on the outer corner for this. So just a little bit of product, and we're going to do the outer V right here. And layering this kind of like bluish purple color on top of that first purple shade is really giving it a nice, beautiful like purple undertone. So we're loving that for us. And we're going in with that first E38 fluffy brush again and just buffing out that color every now and then, just to make sure that it is nice and smooth. We have no harsh lines, And you can always bring back more color if you want it a little bit deeper, but just making sure we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so now we're going in with one of my favorite shades of all time. This is the shade Gleam. It's right here in the palette. It is like the most beautiful iridescent-y like white shimmer. And more is more with this shade. It is just too beautiful not to use a ton of it. And we're gonna apply that all over the lid space where we don't currently have any product. Jasmine, do you have a favorite Sigma palette? That's like a really loaded question.
I do, definitely. I think my go-to all the time is the Ambience. Just because I love neutrals, Ambience is it.
I feel like if you're a beginner with makeup too, Ambience is a really great palette to grab because it does have really good neutral shades and it allows you to create so many looks really easily with just a few shades, which we love.
And if you don't like just neutrals, I would definitely recommend the Diana Saldana palette because it does have a lot of neutrals, but it also has a lot of pop colors, you know, a lot of different colors.
Yeah, great suggestion.
The Aquarius.
The Aquarius, yes.
That's my favorite shade.
I love that for you.
Lay.
I'm gonna clean that brush off now with the Sigma Switch again. And we're gonna go into the Enchanted palette now. I'm gonna dive into this color next in the Enchanted palette. This is shade Moon Glade. And we're gonna use that same brush we just had with a little bit of product on there. And I'm just gonna apply this right to where those two shades meet and kind of use it as a really pretty transition shade. Now we're gonna focus on the bottom lash line. And we're gonna go back into that On Nook palette and we're going in with that bluish kind of shade right here. Oh, I'm hitting you, sorry. With that, that's that 1992. And this is the E30 pencil brush from the Alice in Wonderland collection. And we're gonna dip into that shade a little bit.
It's a really good brush, the E30.
It is a good brush. It's very easy to work with and have like very precise movement with your shadow. So I'm gonna have Jasmine actually look up. And we're just gonna go right along the waterline and place that color. And I like to connect the outer corner to the outer V, just so it has a nice seamless look. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Longwear eyeliner pencil. This is in shade Wicked, which is just a really dark jet black. This is the creamiest eyeliner pencil, and it's really easy to use because you can buff it out, or if you let it dry, it'll last all day, which is really nice too. So I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and we're just going to lightly line the waterline.
In fact, the last time I got my eyeliner done was at my prom, my senior prom, and that was in 2018. That was the last time that I wore eyeliner.
We're gonna add a tiny bit of the Longwear eyeliner pencil to Jasmine's waterline as well. So this part can be a little tricky, but you just wanna go right on the waterline, not underneath it. It gives it a little bit more of a natural finish. And I'm just doing that on like the outer half of her eye. Now we're gonna go in with the Sinuosity Lash Mascara. This is such a good mascara. I love, love, love the spoolie on it.
I love it.
It's nice and curved.
If you ask somebody here, especially my manager, she knows how much I love this mascara.
It's so good and it's so lengthening and like it gives you volume. It just does like everything you want it to do. Now to highlight the inner corner and the upper brow, we're going in with the eyeshadow base primer again in Jasmine's favorite shade, which is that Radiance. You'll see it has such a beautiful glow to it and it's very natural, but it's really good at highlighting that area of your eye that you want to. So we're just gonna do a tiny bit above the brow bone, and then all I like to do is just like tap it out with my finger.
Well, it's so creamy, so you can really use your finger. You don't need a brush.
Right. In the inner corner, you don't really even need to tap it out because you're just getting that nice little glow in the center. We're going back in with that Sculpt palette. This is what we used for the contour earlier. And we're gonna dive in. Do you have a favorite shade?
Shine On, baby.
Yes, I was hoping you'd say that. That is this corner shade right here. It is so, so beautiful. Going in with that Soft Blend 60 brush again. This is from the Blooming Glow palette. We used it earlier for powder. A lot of our brushes are multi-use, you guys, so that just makes them so easy. And we're just going to apply this right on the top of the cheekbone. I'm gonna do a little on your nose.
Oh, yes.
And we're gonna do a tiny bit on the Cupid's bow. And I think we need to top the look off. Do you want lipstick or do you want lip oil today?
I think I'm gonna go with the lip oil today.
Okay.
The lip oil in the shade Hush is my absolute favorite. I mean, I
it's
use
so
this
hydrating.
every day, and it does adjust to your pH level, so The color does vary.
Nice little fun fact.
The little applicator is like the best.
The doe foot on it is absolutely amazing. I love it. And you guys, there we have it. So pretty.
Thank you so much, Jaden.
Yes. Okay, guys, and that is Jasmine's final purple look. Do you love it?
I love it. Thank you so much,
Yay! Yay! Now you need to go do something super fun tonight so you can show off that makeup.
I really do.
Yeah, and purple's your color.
Purple is
February
my color.
birthdays. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will have everything linked that we used today in the description box below so you can easily shop it. We do always have really good sales going on too, so be sure to take advantage of those going on. If you have any questions, let us know. But other than that, let us also know if you would rock this purple look.
Yes, you would.
Yes, and tag us if you do recreate it. We would love to see it. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with us, beauties.
Bye, beauties.